Neil had just recently married his wife. They promised to spend the rest of their lives together, but not long after, Neil was sent off to war. As the train was about to leave, he promised to return on Valentine's Day. But in the blink of an eye, 65 years passed, and her husband never came back as promised. Caroline had become an old woman with silver hair, staring at the photo taken at the station the day they said goodbye. She recalled the moment they parted. She didn't want to let him go. As the train pulled away, she handed Neil a greeting card. It was just an ordinary card, but it became Neil's most treasured possession. In the days that followed, Caroline always looked forward to his return. Thankfully, they were able to communicate by mail. Opening one of his letters, Caroline was delighted to find a tiny airplane model he had built himself. It was a gift for their soon-to-be-born child. Until one day, Caroline saw the mailman walking toward her house at a slow pace. His expression was filled with sorrow. Caroline sensed something was wrong. Her husband had died on the battlefield. She was heartbroken, and the mailman offered his condolences. Even so, Caroline never gave up waiting. Every year on Valentine's Day, she would go to the train station to wait. It was the promise her husband had made. Through all those long years, she sat at the very bench where they had said goodbye. Even though there was still no news of her husband, she never gave up on that promise. Even the station manager was moved by her deep love. Her story reached a TV station. The staff were deeply touched and promised to do everything they could to help her. Reporter Susan came to visit Caroline at her home. The moment she walked in, she was drawn to the photos on the wall. She knew that every single one of them was what kept Caroline going all these years. Susan shared the station's plan with Caroline and promised they would help her find her husband. After understanding their intention, Caroline agreed. The next afternoon, she stepped into the spotlight. In the interview, she told the story of her and Neil's love. Unexpectedly, this interview led to a valuable clue about Neil. When the interview ended, Susan reached out to a local congressman for help and told the hospital staff about Caroline's story. Her story quickly gained attention from high-level officials. Relevant departments mobilized all available resources. Eventually, they found a soldier who had once fought alongside Neil, with family by her side. The TV station arranged a video call to tell Caroline what had really happened. During a mission through the jungle, their unit was ambushed by enemy troops. In that critical moment, Neil saw a gun aimed at an innocent child. He threw himself in front of the bullet. Despite the pain, he urged his comrades to carry the child to safety, while he stayed behind on that foreign land. Later, his comrades found Neil's body. They buried him right there and carved a mark into a nearby rock to honor the brave soldier. Hearing the news of her husband's death, Caroline was overwhelmed with grief. Soon after, military officers came to her home to pay their highest respects. Caroline carefully opened Neil's personal belongings. Inside were the photo she had taken for their child and the greeting card she had given him. It brought her great comfort. Even though she waited a lifetime, she had always been deeply loved. She had always been
小红书